Moore Park, Portlaoise is the venue for the Leinster Club Hurling Championship, the final between Castletown and Birr. Birr, the defending Leinster and All-Ireland champions. Recent years they've been great rivals. Back in 1997 when Castletown won the Laois County title, they went on to the final where they were defeated by Birr 11 points to 5. Then in 1999 Birr beat them in the final 116 to 11 points. In 2000 Castletown recorded one and only victory over Birr when they defeated them 210 to 18 here at Moore Park in Portlaoise. Birr weren't county champions Offaly at the time. And then last year Castletown had their greatest chance of winning a Leinster title. They drew with Birr first day out. Birr 10 points, Castletown won 7 after Castletown had a comfortable lead at half time. And then in the replay Birr were convincing winners 210 to 5 points and went on to win the final and win the All-Ireland. Castletown lined out today with John Lyons in goal, Martin Phelan, Tom Phelan and Pat Maloney the full back line, Cyril Cuddy, Paul Cuddy and John O'Sullivan. Centre of the field is Owen Dooley and Barry McKelvey comes in there for John Palmer. Interesting to see where he'll play. Will he play in the middle or up front? Half forward line, Brian Ferns, David Cuddy and Pádraig Cuddy, and full forward line, Fionnán O'Sullivan, Patrick Phelan and Seamus Lyons. The captains are in for the toss. Aodán MacSuibhne throws it up. Birr win the toss and elect to play into the Abbeleg's end in the opening half. Birr sidelines out a team really of all-stars. Brian Mullins in goal, Gary Cahill, Joe Erity and John Paul O'Mara, Donald Franks, Brian Wheelahan and Niall Coffey. Centre of the field, Barry Wheelahan and Rory Hannafy. Half forward line, Paul Malloy, Johnny Pilkinen and Gary Hannafy the captain, and a full forward line of Liam Power. Stephen Brown is named as full forward in place of protecting Pilkinen, and Simon Wheelahan. All is in readiness for the start. The Leinster Club Hurling Championship. Castletown and Birr, great letter day rivals. The ball is in and the game is underway. Birr will start as hot favourite. David Cuddy on the attack, going down along the field. Being chased back there by Barry Whelan. Drives a shot in, puts it over the bar. Great score for David Cuddy. That's the start that Castletown needed. David Cuddy hadn't scored in the previous 2 games. Might have been credited with a goal last Sunday, but it's a super point from David Cuddy. Taking it on from play, Pat Phelan down the far end of the field. Beats the ball across outside, near the sideline. The last touch comes from a Birr hurl, Joe Erity in there, and the sideline ball. To Castletown on the far side of the field. The ball in. Corner forward. Fionnán O'Sullivan turns over across the corner. Shot. Great chance. Oh, the ball almost sneaking in. The ball almost sneaking in. Declan Keenan was in there. Real goal chance there. Didn't get his full power behind him. John O'Sullivan pulling with a one hand. The ball tipped across. Cut out of it with Johnny Pilkinen. Castletown really fired up for this one in the opening minutes of the game. The ball across to Pilkinen again. Paul Cuddy comes in. Pilkinen gets a touch to it. Hitting it out on the far side was Martin Phelan. Tipping it away, Paul Cuddy. Then Lowell on the ground. Fionnán O'Sullivan trying to get it up. Down to Patrick Phelan. He tries to cut it back, but the ball is cut off back there by John Paul O'Mara. Out the far side of the field. Referee blows the whistle and gives the free to Birr about 45 metres out from their own end line. Be taken way up the field on the far side. Ball kept in play, or is it kept in play? The line with the flag up on the far side of the field, and the advantage seems to be going Castletown's way out between the 14 and 20 metre line. Great start to the game. Castletown getting the opening score. Great point from David Cuddy. The sun shines on Moore Park. Torrential rain here before the game started. Great ball down the far side, down towards Fionn Sullivan. The ball runs past him, back covering is Niall Coffey. Coffey coming out of the ball up along, kicks it ahead of him. A mighty kick at his. Just getting the hurling on the far side of the field with Sir Cuddy. David Cuddy's there. The ball drops to the field. Barry McKelvey threatening to pull. Birr trying to force the ball forward. Back there is Pat Mullaney, has settled into the Castletown defence. The ball won and won well by Tom Phelan. Across to Paul Cuddy, one handle on the ground. Tom Phelan cuts it out. That's good play by the full-back down the far side. Where's Pudgy? Pudgy tries to keep it in play but steps out over the sideline on the far side of the field. Declan Pilkinen, great cutter of a ball, doesn't get under this one, cuts it along the ground. Paul Cuddy's back there, foul, and foul by Stephen Brown. Brown out of centre half forward. Hanafy, Gary the captain, gone into full forward, and Paul Cuddy will take the free himself. Just 4 minutes gone in the game. Castletown with that 1 point on the scoreboard. Drilled the ball down towards David, cut off by Barry Wheelahan. David tries to take it back off. Barry kicks it out. Barry can't get it up either. A great cut by David Cuddy on the ground. Got in the pull in front of him. Ball back down, knocked down by John O'Sullivan. David Cuddy's there. Back on his left hand side. He's bottled up. A lovely hand pass across for Cyril Cuddy. Cyril takes it. The wing half back. Strikes it. He's half blocked down. Running back and covering is Barry Wheelahan again. Grabs it this time and drives the ball up along the field. Tom Phelan is there. Pat Mullaney's there, gets the ball at John O'Sullivan. John, hand pass across to Paul Cuddy. He drops it, hits it along the ground. The ball on down to Pilkinen. Johnny. Paul tries to get after it. Paul Cuddy. Ball comes back out to the wing half forward. Brian Ferns drives it down the field. Down on the far end is cut off by Brian Wheelahan. Up the far side towards Simon Wheelahan. Man who broke Castletown's hearts last year. A long ball across over here. Pat Mullaney breaks it out. Goalkeeper, come defender, come attacker, whatever. He drives this ball forward. He almost slipped down towards Paddy Phelan. Phelan is in there, the dribbler. Fionn Sullivan couldn't control it. Controlling it well is Brian Whelan. He's tackled as he comes out and fouled. And the free out is to Birr. This is great hurling in the opening minutes of the game, and Castletown, after two sluggish performances against the Wicklow champions, certainly look to be up for this one. Brian Wheelahan with a Joe drilling the ball up along the field. Back to our cover again, Pat Mullaney hits it on the hurling and drives it first time. A long one across the far side. Pudgy Cuddy is out to it, might yet get it. Birr in possession on the far side of the field. It's Niall Coffey on the run and still going forward. Can he finish it off? Niall Coffey strikes the ball but strikes it to the left and wide. Niall Coffey seemed to have done enough, but just hadn't the accuracy at the end of it all. Puck out comes from John Lyons, his first of the game, down towards Cyril Cuddy. Now down at centre half forward, number 5, David Cuddy wins it. He's blocked down, brilliantly blocked down by Paul Malloy. The ball is in to Patrick Phelan. The dribbler has it. Can he dribble his way through? Drives it in against Cummy at the end of one, but no, it just runs out of steam and out to the right and wide. Brian Mullins with the puck out. Paul Cuddy grabs it, bursts his way forward, gives it forward to his twin David. David runs into a tackle, holds onto the ball, gives it back to Paul. He can't control it, but Podgy, the older brother, does. Gets it along the line, but Brian Whelan's out to it like a train and drives it up along the field. John O'Sullivan grabs it. Great catching by O'Sullivan. Hand pass to David Cuddy. He runs in to Rory Hannafy, but drives the ball inside. This could be a chance. The ball dropping in around the square. In the goal. Great goalkeeping Brian Mullins. Super goalkeeping by the Birr netminder. Gives the ball outside. Donald Franks. Franks up along the wing. Out to Barry Whelan. Grabs it. A long way in toward Butter Simon. The ball batted down. Brilliantly batted down. That's great play. Super play by Martin Phelan. And he drives it away down along the field. Hurls go high for it again. Everett is in there. Phil O'Sullivan can't control it. Tries to get it outside. The ball is taken by Niall Coffey. Barry Whelan. Brian Simon gives the ball inside to Gary Hannafy. Hannafy, dangerous one, but it drops inside. Taken by John Lyons. He winds up for it. Drives it away down along the field. Barry McKelvey, the ball knocked away from him. Has a chance to retrieve it. Has it in his hand. Former Aodán player. Turns and strikes it back in down along the wing. But the referee gives the free, the sideline ball. The line with the white flag up on the far side of the field. Eight and a half minutes gone in this opening half. Just a point on the score. We're at point from David Cuddy after just 16 seconds of play. The ball at the far side. Paul Cuddy's out to it. Paul strikes it down along the wing. Down there covering is Niall Coffey. Now he's closed down. Barry McKelvey stops him, but gets his shot in nonetheless. Pat Mullaney going backwards. This could be dangerous. Broken down by Phelan. That's Tom Phelan having a great game at full back, but the ball is won back by Hannafy. Out into one open space where David Cuddy says thank you very much. Tries to push Hannafy out of his way. Strikes it. Cuddy having a marvellous game. The ball is broken down. Brian Whelan is there. And stopped by the corner forward, Seamus Lyons, won by Pat Phelan. Gives it back to Podgy Cuddy. Podgy goes for the point. Drops it in. Let's go! Podge Cuddy from 55 metres out. Almost 60 metres. We'll give it home 60 metres out. 2 points. Great score from play. After great play by David. By corner forward, Seamus Lyons. Stopping Brian Whelan as he was coming out of the ball. 9.5 minutes gone. Castletown lead 2 points to no score. John O'Sullivan. Cyril Cuddy looks behind. He looked behind maybe too much, but still in after the ball. Great play by Cyril Cuddy. Never gives up. Onto his right hand side. Blocked down by Brian Whelan. Back covering Gary Cahill. One back by Cyril Cuddy again. 3 times he's got the ball. Can he finish it off? The ball still not gone out of play on the far side of the field. Cornerback John Paul O'Mara has it. He strikes it back down along the middle. Chance for Castletown again. Barry McKelvey missed it, but has won by the midfielder. Owen Dooley dropped the ball inside. Patrick Phelan tried to knock it down. Brian Whelan is there again. He scoops it out to Niall Coffey. Cyril Cuddy takes it, but referee Aodán MacSuibhne said it's a free out to Birr, the reigning All-Ireland champions. Castletown putting the game up to the champions. Champions of Leinster, champions of Ireland. One more provincial title than any other club. They trail by 2 points to no score. No breeze at a Moore Park. The flags lying limp, literally a little bit of a flutter out of some of them. Soft pitch. Great work done by Tom O'Loughlin and member of the Castletown club yesterday. Getting the goal mouth ready. Across the far side of the field, the ball is broken down. Won by Brian Fern, now operating a wing half back. He leaves the ball behind him. Taken by Liam Power. Liam Power on the run. Paul Cuddy's there. Grabs the ball, tackle from behind. Gary Hannafy. Hannafy wins the ball out near the corner flag. Danger here now for the Castletown men. Hannafy tries to make his way along the middle. The chance is there for Birr. Midfielder Rory Hannafy's in there. He's bottled up. Gets the shot back outside to Whelan. That's Barry. Barry goes for the score. It's over the bar. Great score, Gary Hannafy. From play from 45 metres out. Persistent play with the ball being drilled back outside. It was Rory got the point. Gary providing the pass when he was down and near the end line. Two points to one. David Cuddy. Down the far side for Fionnán O'Sullivan. Just back off the honeymoon. Put along the ground on the far side by Niall Coffey. Out to the unmarked to Barry Wheelahan. And he's unmarked a couple of occasions. Great play by Tom Phelan, the full back. The ball back inside. Pat Mullaney has it. Coming of age is Pat Mullaney. John O'Sullivan's under this one. Tackle from behind. And Paul Cuddy didn't like the tackle. John O'Sullivan goes rolling over it. On MacSuibhne will call out the Birr man. The Birr man is Stephen Brown. John O'Sullivan taking a nasty knock there. Attention being called from the sideline. And I'm sure it'll be a yellow card for the man picked it full forward, Stephen Brown, tackling John O'Sullivan when he grabbing possession of the ball. Two points to one. Castletown lead. John O'Sullivan telling the referee he got a very, very heavy knock on that occasion. Tap on the back from the Birr and he's okay. Goes back down to pick up Stephen Brown again. Castletown full back line playing brilliantly so far in the game. The game is 14 minutes old in this opening half. Paul Cuddy, long ball way down along the far side. Niall Coffey takes it, Dutton didn't take it. The ball won back. A chance now for Castletown, a lovely ball across. Owen Dooley couldn't control it, the ball runs away from him. Not gone yet, Dooley still there, trying to poke the ball on the ground. Back there covering it, Johnny Pilkin, the centre half forward. One hand he tried to chip it up. He's covered and well covered. Fionnán O'Sullivan back outside of Podgy Cuddy. Could it be a second score for Podgy? Not noted for his scoring ability. Mark it up. Great score. Podge Cuddy with two excellent scores. Castletown got it hard to score here 2 weeks ago against Carnew Emmets, only scoring 2 points in the game, adding 2 goals to it as well to just grab a draw out of it. But that's a couple of great scores today, and 2 in particular from Podgy Cuddy. 14 and a half minutes gone. Castletown back on the attack again, down along the far side, chasing after the Seamus Lyons. He seems to have switched to the far side. Fionnán O'Sullivan on this corner, long ball across some lines. Fionnán O'Sullivan keeps it in play, brilliant play, acrobatic stuff. Goalkeeper is out to it, it's Brian Mullins. Long clearance up the field, ball batted down by Pat Mullaney. Tipped outside. Paul Malloy, Hannafy, that's the big fella Gary. Ball across the middle for Simon Wheelahan. Runs into a heavy tackle to Simon Wheelahan. And away with the ball is Tom Phelan. What a game he's having at full back. Down to Sir Cuddy. Can't control it. Does it a second attempt. Winds up for this one. Low on the ground. Into the corner forward. Seamus Lyons. Lyons loses the ball. Knocked away from him. Still in possession. Hand passes straight away to Niall Coffey. Terrible mistake. Seamus Lyons. Pat Mullaney bats it down. Paul Cuddy whips it across the far side. Over near the sideline. David Cuddy's in pursuit, but the ball will beat him, and the sideline ball will beat the Birr on the far side. Meanwhile, play will stop for attention to Simon Wheelahan. Back with play. Simon Wheelahan back on his feet. Barry Whelan will take the sideline cut on the far side of the field. It's a long one. Well, it does stop. Stops for Paul Cuddy. Paul blocked down. Wins the ball, not off him. Paul is blocked down, but he wins it back and retrieves the situation. Now a long stride out. Drives it left side, way down the field. Ball broken down by Brian Ferns. In there is Cyril Cuddy. Cyril strikes it low on the ground. Now for Patrick Phelan. Joe Eardy out behind him. Patrick trying to tip the ball away, trying to hold Joe Eardy off. Joe is a strong player and wins the ball, hand passes it forward. It's grabbed on the far side by Donald Franks, playing on his wrong side of the field. Pulled along the ground by Gary Hannafy. Out to it first. Isn't Martin Phelan. He two blocked down on the far side. Back to retrieve the situation again, Paul Cuddy. Paul under pressure from Hannafy. Hand passes it forward for Brian Ferns. Ferns brought to the ground, tripped from behind by Simon Wheelahan, and the free out will be to Castletown. Well, the game living up to expectations so far. Superb game of hurling. Castletown lead 3 points to 1. 18 minutes gone in this opening half. A long ball from Paul Cuddy, dropping in around the square. Cyril is under, trying to grab it, drops to the feet, gets it back up into his hand in a second, third attempt, turning now with the ball. He's been closed down, he gets his shot in, the ball inside of Fanon turns and strikes it, drives it wide from 20 metres out, looking for a 65, but falling on deaf ears. Ball, the puck out coming from Brian Mullins on the far side of the field. Stopped. Walked back out along the field. Cut across to the side. The chase is on. Pat Maloney is second to it. First to it is Paul Malloy. Malloy wins the ball. Maloney closes him down. He tries to go by Malloy. Just catches a hold of him. Nothing intentional about it. Just got tangled up with him and fouled him going forward. A free head on MacSuibhne, telling him he's marking his number into the book. But there was nothing serious about it, and a chance now to close the gap. Simon Whelan will come out to take the free. Easiest of chances for him, 35 metres out, and about 10-15 metres in from this near sideline. Just 20 minutes gone in this opening half. Simon Whelan rises it, strikes it well, cleanly, straight between the posts. A point between the sides. The 20th minute of the game. Simon Whelan. Three points to 2. John O'Sullivan was there. So also was Brian Ferns. His shot going across the far side. Cyril Cuddy's over to get it. Slippy, mucky conditions on that far side. Back covering is Donald Franks. He has switched sides as well. Pulling on the ball now on that far side. Trying to force his way forward is Barry McKelvey, falling to the ground and being knocked to the ground with Cyril Cuddy, the referee, in to sort it out. And a bit of pushing going on between Barry McKelvey and Donald Franks. Franks has switched to the far side of the field because coming across the side is Niall Coffey. He switched over to curb Podge Cuddy, who has scored 2 points in play so far. Cyril Cuddy with a sideline cut. Cuts it high. Patrick Phelan is there, but Johnny Pilkin is back there defending as well. Away comes Pilkin and strikes it on the run, right down along the middle. This is a crucial one for Phelan. Wins it and kicks it out into an open space. Great play by Martin Phelan. Back covering John O'Sullivan. The jockey coming away with the ball. Still in possession. Now he must kick it or get rid of it. He kicks it ahead of him. Patrick Phelan, but he was fouled. The foul committed. The foul committed by Stephen Brown on John O'Sullivan. He is already on a yellow card, is Stephen Brown, and the referee not penalising on this occasion, but John O'Sullivan having a marvellous game at left half back. John O'Sullivan, Stephen Brown no answer to him, and obviously resorting to other tactics. There's got him a yellow card so far. He's on a sticky wicket with the free is Seamus Lyons, 55 metres out in front of the post. A chance to go 2 points clear again. Seamus Lyons rises this one, strikes it cleanly, strikes it over the bar. 22 minutes gone. Castletown lead 4 points to 2. Seamus Lyons, 55 metre free. Stephen Brown at late. Tackle on John O'Sullivan. The ball dropping out. Paul Cuddy is there, but he's beaten by this time by Hannafy. Hannafy, that's Gary, the captain. Tackled and fouled. John O'Sullivan committing the offence on this occasion, and the free in is to Birr. Real chance for him to narrow the gap again. In no hurry out is corner forward Simon Whelan. One would think Birr were playing against the gale because never any worry about this one, but there is no breeze in the Moore Park. Simon Whalehan drills it in, puts it over the bar. Point between the sides again, 4 points to 3. Many people expected Birr would win this game comfortably, but that is certainly not the case so far. Ball knocked down with Gary Hannafy. Lorraine beating down again. Paul Cuddy doing Trojan work. Knocked to the ground by Barry Wheeler. Tries to get a drop shot in. Gets it back in instead to Brian Ferrand. He doesn't drive it too far. Straight to Brian Wheelahan. Wheelahan up along the far side. Chasing after it. Rory Hannafy. Trying to hold him out is Tom Phelan. But he gets his shot inside. The ball into Paul Malloy. Malloy now with a chance to equalise. They're level. Paul Malloy just had a yard too much on Pat Maloney. Good passage of play. The two Hannafys involved in it initially. And now the sides are level. Cyril Cuddy diving after this one. Tipped along the ground by Owen Dooley. In possession, Cyril Cuddy. He's brought down. Patrick Phelan tries to get it back. Still at Patrick Phelan's feet. Drives it now lower on the ground. In towards Lyons. Lyons turns and strikes it. He's blocked down. Can't get it up into his hands. Back covering again Brian Wheelahan. Wheelahan drives it down along the field. Tom Phelan was under that, but he's beaten for it. Under run is Rory Hannafy. Hannafy going forward with a shot. Drives it wide. Rory Hannafy. Well, they would have put your mortgage on that one. Rory Hannafy on the run, got inside for once Tom Phelan, and but just couldn't finish it off. John Lyons is puck out. David Cuddy's under it. Cyril Cuddy's under it. David pulls it, but it falls at his feet. The ball on down towards Patrick Phelan. Finn O'Sullivan got a tip to it. Hodge Cuddy back out after it. Pulls but misses it. David Cuddy's in. Hodge Cuddy trying to kick it forward up for the end on that Sidney will throw the ball in. The rain belting down at the Moore Park, making playing conditions very, very difficult indeed, but the both teams serving up a marvellous game so far. The ball cut in by Owen Dooley. A chance. Seamus Lyons couldn't take it. Hodge Cuddy beaten for the pull. John O'Sullivan runs onto it, tries to tip it away. It's cut off of him by Paul Malloy, but the ball goes back. The chance there now for Finn O'Sullivan. Finn O'Sullivan with a great point from play. 25 minutes gone. And Finn O'Sullivan driving that one over the bar. Castletown lead again by a point. John O'Sullivan doing the donkey work first and the ball coming through. It's a short puck out, coming outside of Niall Coffey. Podge Cuddy blocks him down. Podge looking for his third score! What a score for Podge Cuddy! Having a marvellous game. Oh, that was a mistake by the Birr men that was punished to the last. The short puck out. Mullins to Franks, or to Coffey to Niall Coffey, he couldn't control it. 6 points to 4, Castletown lead. Support says 4 minutes left in his opening half. On the far side, Donald Franks drives it up. Liam Power tries to hand pass it back. Back there again is Power, but Castletown are fighting for this every inch of the way. Fighting tooth and nail. Barry McKelvey wins a free and goes chasing away with himself. Paul Cuddy comes forward to take it. The rain lashing down on the Moore Park. Castletown leads 6 points to 4, and deservedly so. They're taking the game to the champions every inch of the way, fighting in packs as if their very lives depended on it. Huge credit to them. But Birr are great champions. Paul Cuddy drives this one in, looking for the score. It's over the bar. Paul Cuddy with that free from 75 metres after Barry McKelvey was fouled. Castletown lead 7 points to 4. Sub coming in. John Palmer for Barry McKelvey. McKelvey was preferred to him starting off. Richie Power taps him on the back. Says well done, but now John Palmer is in the game. The wearing number 9. The puck out. Paul Cuddy's under, put the hand up, missed it, but he'll win it now. Under pressure. Falls to the ground, but strikes it one-handed on his knees. Great ball up along the field. Cut off by Brian Whelan. Hodge Cuddy's after him. Tries to block him down. He gets his shot in. Paul Cuddy is there. One-handed on the ground again. Down to John Palmer. He tips it one-handed too over his head. Cyril Cuddy runs onto it. Cuddy going forward. Looking for the score. What a score! Cyril Cuddy. 28 minutes gone. Great passage of play. On the run. He struck it after super play by Paul Cuddy and John Palmer. 8 points to 4. Castletown lead by 4 points. They've shocked the champions, but they shocked them last year as well, and the champions came back. But it's super hurling by the League champions. Kept it all for the good day so far. Under Brian Ferns across this side. It's cut off by Johnny Pilkinen. On the run is wing half-back Niall Coffey. He strikes the ball inside. Simon Whelan being held and clearly held before the ball came in. The foul committed by Martin Phelan. It's a 20-metre free. Castletown won't be wary of this one. Simon Whelan good well up to go for a goal. His side trailing by 4 points as we approach half-time. 29 minutes and 17 seconds gone. Simon Whelan places the ball. Will he stand over? Will he stand back from it? Will he be condemned with a point? Rises it, strikes it over the bar. Birr get one back. 8 points to 5. Simon Whelan with a 20-metre free. The puck out. John Lyons. Long one way across the far side of the field. Pull it on the ground by John Palmer. Palmer still there. Hits it across the middle. Back covering it, John Paul O'Mara. O'Mara wins it well. Soloing out of the ball. Way across the far side. 20 metres out. Drives it up to Barry Whelan. Whelan tackled by Cyril Cuddy. Whelan still on the run. Gets away from Cyril Cuddy. Strikes it on the run. Up along the far side for Rory Hannafy. Out to it first did Martin Phelan. Leaves the ball behind him. It's taken by Hannafy. Dragging him to the ground with full back Tom Phelan. There was nothing he could do in the circumstances as Hannafy was going by him, and the free and out of Birr, a chance to cut it back to 2 points. Super first half of hurling into injury time. Half a minute of extra time played. Castletown lead 8 points to 5. But Simon Whelan deadly accurate from frees with this one. About 35 metres out on the far side of the field. Strikes it with ease. Strikes it over the bar. There's 2 points between the sides. 31 minutes gone in this opening half. 8 points to 6. Castletown taking the game to the champions. The puck out goes straight to Stephen Brown. John O'Sullivan tacks it off him. Just towards him up. Johnny Pilkin gets a shot in. Back covering Tom Phelan. He loses his footing. Simon Whelan wins it. Whelan bottled up by Phelan, still with the ball, holding onto his jersey. He goes by him. Still Simon Whelan going forward. Still with a chance. Going, brought to ground, falls to ground. Great defending. Pat Maloney takes it. Bustled out over the end line. Surely it was a free out. Yes, and the referee gives the free out. Or is it a 65? 65 metre free. Richie Power not happy with that one. The Castletown manager chasing around the back of the goals. It'll be a 65 metre free. Birr coming right back. Castletown having opened up a 4 point lead. 8 points to 4. It's now 8 points to 6. 32 minutes gone in this opening half. Brian Whelan, his first chance of a score. 65 metre free. Strikes it well. Strikes it to the left and wide. Disgusted with that one, Brian Whelan, as he goes chasing back to Mark David Cuddy again. On the edge of half-time, the ball dropping. Referee blows the half-time whistle. After a superb first half of hurling, Castletown taking the game to the champions, out-hurling them in most departments, giving away a few frees then near the end, that Birr coming right back into the game. But it's a super advertisement for hurling on a very, very bad day, in bad conditions. At half-time, it's Castletown a lead, 8 points, Birr 6. Second half underway. Cuddy winning the ball, cut off on this side of the field by Liam Power. Out to his Barry Wheelahan. Urges you now about the Birr men. Trailing after the first half by 2 points. Chance of narrowing that. That's a great shot. It's just to the right and wide. But it looked a point from here. There's a lady to my right from Castletown from the village out. There's plenty of room out there, there most certainly is. Barry Whelan getting a little knock that time and attention call from the sideline. Ball dropping out around the middle of the field again. Barry Wheelahan. Birr enjoying the early exchanges in the second half. Hand passes the ball forward for Gary Hannafy. Hannafy on the run and going forward. Will he go for the goal? Phelan stopped him. That was a superb stop, but Hannafy wins the ball back. And Phelan's in. Tom Phelan to try and cut it away again. What a stop from Tom Phelan. Within the book, within the rule book, stopping Gary Hannafy dead. But in possession of the ball is Paul Malloy. Ball grabbed by Pat Maloney. He ducks and dives as a goalkeeper would and drills the ball out the field. But out to the unmarked Donald Franks. Franks drills it back inside again. Paul Cuddy's back there. Hannafy, the taller man, breaks the ball away. Tipped out by Tom Phelan. Knocks the ball away from Rory Hannafy. The ball outside for Paul Malloy. Scored the only point from play in the opening half. Johnny Pickering's shot blocked down. When it comes to Hannafy, he blocked down again by Paul Cuddy. Superb hurling all around. In after the ball is Rory Hannafy. He gets it back out again to Paul Malloy. Malloy can't control it. Under pressure, had the jitters. Outside him, he had Johnny Pilkinen. Pilkinen goes for the score. It's over the bar. Johnny Pilkinen getting in to get the point. After sustained pressure for 2.5 minutes. The ball out the field again. David Cuddy can't control it. Cyril Cuddy knocks it along the ground to David. He gets it up. Hand pass it across for Cyril again. Two of them playing superbly. Cyril's on the run. He's been chased by Liam Power. In possession of the ball. Pull and drag going forward. And Barry Wheelahan gets a little slap for his efforts again. Not much. He's down tying the laces. Taking a bit of a breather. Brother Brian out. Not too happy with him and shouting instructions at him. He wants more from the younger brother. Seamus Lyons, a chance to go 2 points clear again. 3.5 minutes gone in the second half. Drills this one in. Comes off the post. Back down. And back there covering was Niall Coffey. Coffey, Brian Wheelahan. Wheelahan coming out of the ball. The ball back with Castletown. Chance for Seamus Lyons again. Hand pass across for Fionnán O'Sullivan. Fionnán under pressure. Knocked to the ground from behind by Gary Cahill. Gets his clearance in. Very near the sideline. Out over the sideline. Sideline ball to Castletown. Well, Seamus Lyons off upright. From a 35 metre free. One would hope it wouldn't be a costly miss before the game is over. Cyril Cuddy with his sideline ball. Barry Wheelahan's too near him. David Cuddy trying to keep Barry Wheelahan away. Now Cyril cuts the ball across the field for John Palmer. Hasn't seen much of the action so far. Gets his tip into Fionnán O'Sullivan. Fionnán. Brian Whelan tries to close him down. Fionnán gets the shot in. Over the bar. Four and a half minutes gone. Castletown lead by 2 points again. 9 points to 7. Great strike from Fionnán O'Sullivan on the far side of the field. Owen Dooley cutting the ball away with Niall Coffey. Podge Cuddy wins it, having a super game. In possession, gets his shot away to Patrick Phelan, the dribbler in possession, brought to ground, hand passed it forward. John Palmer loses the hurl, but the hurl the referee said was cut away, and the free is to Castletown. Nine points to 7. Castletown, the Laois champions, lead the Offaly, Leinster and All-Ireland champions Birr. Seamus Lyons drying the hurl, drying the ball, then leaves it for Paul Cuddy to come forward and strike. It struck a long range one in the opening half. This one about 55 metres out. Brian Mullen dancing in the goals inside. Paul Cuddy takes the shot, didn't come up too well for him, gets a shot in, it's over the bar. Paul Cuddy with a 55-metre free. Castletown lead by 3 points. They're putting it up to the champions now. The champions will respond, make no mistake about that. Coming away with the ball on Dooley. Dooley strikes it on the run. Up towards Patrick Phelan. He blocks it down. Brian Wheelahan is there. Wheelahan gets a shot in. Down the wing towards Johnny Pilkington. Johnny can't take it up. Leaves it behind him. John Palmer couldn't get it, or still Cuddy was there. But Owen Dooley does. Gives it back to John O'Sullivan. Sullivan strikes it as the sun shines again. Up near the end line. The ball will drop short. Tipped away by Fionnán O'Sullivan. Appealing for a 65. But the last touch was off the Castletown man's hurl. Richie Power, the Castletown manager, former Kilkenny star. Padjo Wheelahan, the manager of Birr, both men urging their men on the sideline. The ball drops. That's won by Rory Hannafy. Hannafy strikes it on the run, it's over the bar. Great score, Rory Hannafy. 7 minutes gone in the second half. 2 between the sides again. John Lyons is puck out. Taking the ball down. Cyril Cuddy gives it back to David Cuddy. Inside out Patrick Phelan. Patrick just knocked off the ball. Tries to gather it up. Falls to ground. The ball on his feet. Back there covering well with Niall Coffey. And Coffey comes away with it. He strikes it down the field. Ball goes over the head of Martin Phelan. Back covering Pat Malani. Oh, Malani lost it. Cubby Costley. Simon Wheelahan's there. Gets the ball back to Paul Malai. Malai looking for an angle again. Going forward. John O'Sullivan tips it away. Again Pat Malani couldn't hold it. Now he hits it outside to David Cuddy. Cuddy turned and strikes it. Super hurling up the field. Out toward Fionnán O'Sullivan. Fionnán leaves the ball behind him as well. Running on down again David Cuddy. Joe Erty will come to him. Cuddy wins it. Goes by Erty. Tackled by Barry Whelan. Gets his shot in. Patrick Phelan chasing after. The ball broken out. The goalkeeper was out, but scoops it out. That was a goal chance, but there was nobody inside. Brian Millen scooping the ball away. What a game of hurling. In soft conditions, we've had everything. We've had hail, rain, sunshine as well. Paul Cuddy looking for his third score. Standing too close to him, Gary Hannafy. 65-metre free. The free tells Gary Hannafy to go away. Play the game. Cuddy drives it in, puts it wide. Paul Cuddy just didn't get behind that one. Brian Mullins with the puck out again to the side of the field. Back there is Brian Fern, breaks it down with one hand. Owen Dooley's there, tries to scoop it up, cut away from him. In after picking the ball surely off the ground, yes indeed. Rory Hannafy. Birr appealed the decision, but Aodán MacSuibhne has no doubt about it, and I had no doubt about it from here either. And the ball is thrown back. Paul Cuddy will take the free. Johnny Pilkin now playing at full forward. Ball up along the wing. Seamus Lyons. Ryan turns his man. He's on the run, Seamus Lyons. Going forward. Still strikes the ball across the face of the goal. Chance there again. Castletown men lining up to strike it. John Palmer turning, twisting with the ball. Gets a shot in, but drives it wide. Birr bringing on two subs. Declan Pilkington and Dylan Hayden. Off the field. Looks like Liam Power. Liam Power is off. Puck out will be taken by Brian Mullins. Dropping stand side of the field. Cyril Cuddy breaks it out with one hand, then pulls on it along the ground. Put back by John Palmer across the middle. The chance is there for Castletown still. Joe Reddy trying to work the ball out. Cut away down to the far side of the field. David Cuddy and Barry Whalehan. David Cuddy gets in, wins the ball. Can he finish it off? To the right and wide. Three successive wides for the Castletown men. John O'Sullivan, but the ball is won by Gary Hannafy. Hannafy gives it inside to Paul Malloy. Malloy trying to force his way forward. Hand pass back again. There is Phelan. Phelan the cornerback. That's Martin Phelan. Up the field. But John Palmer pulled on it and missed it. Brian Wheelahan takes it. Down this side of the field. Out to it first. But Brian Ferns. Players pile up on this one. The referee will throw it in. John Palmer had all the time in the world. He was 20 yards ahead of Brian Wheelahan. Pulled on the ball, missed it to give it to Wheelahan. Barry Wheelahan cut away this side of the field. Great drive down by Donald Franks. Cut back again by Paul Cuddy, but it's taken by Simon Wheelahan. Wheelahan on the run. Tackled by David Cuddy going forward. Brought to ground. David doesn't agree, but the referee had no doubt about it. High tackle from David Cuddy. Still appealing. With the freest to Birr and a chance now to narrow the gap to a single point. Stopwatch says 30 minutes gone in the second half. Simon Wheelahan tips it over the bar. One point between the sides. 10 points to 9. John Palmer and Brian Wheelahan under this one. Wheelahan grabs it from behind. Hodge Cuddy runs into him, drives him back, but Wheelahan gets the shot in, but wins himself a free. Whistle had gone before that, before he drove the ball out. A game that's delicately poised, delicately balanced. Little James Hoban warming up for Castletown as Brian Wheelahan takes the free. Paul Cuddy tries to break it down, but it's won by Gary Hannafy, the captain. Then he strikes it way down along the far side. Pat Maloney back covering near the end line. The ball tipped out. That's one. Birr with a chance. The ball across for Johnny Pilkin. Pickering bottled up. Gets the hand pass across the shot. The goal from Dylan Hayden. The ball looked like it was going wide. A goal from Dylan Hayden, the substitute. 15 minutes gone. And Birr take the lead for the first time. The ball going wide, but Birr to win it back was Paul Malloy. Back come Birr again. That goal could inspire him to greater things. Johnny Pilkington goes for the score but drives it wide. Now can Castletown respond? 1-9 to 10 points. 2 between the sides. They never give up on the ball till it goes out of play. That's a lesson to be learned for Castletown there. Down the sideline, Owen Dooley hits it, got a touch, didn't get a touch. Didn't get a touch from a Birr player. The sideline ball. Cyril Cuddy, because it came off a Castletown player's body. The sideline ball out to Birr, in the lead for the first time in the game. Great cut from Rory Hannafy. Tom Phelan was out to it first. In there was Declan Pilkington, Johnny Pilkington. Ball tipped back outside. David Cuddy trying to get it up. Stalemate. The ball cut down by Gary Hannafy, but cut out to the right and wide. John Lyons with a puck out. Hodge Cuddy grabs this one out of the cloud. Gives it back to Butler David. David throws a little sidestep. Gets a shot inside. Jar, he's out to it first. Wins the ball. What a player. Brian Whelan. Way down the field. Johnny Pilkington out to it. Phelan will have to be tighter. Gives a lovely ball inside to Paul Malloy. Malloy on the run. Maloney in pursuit. Goal! 17 minutes gone. Paul Malloy with a lovely flick from Declan Pilkington, from Johnny Pilkington. Johnny Pilkington involved in both goals. Suddenly the game has turned in the champion's favour. 2-9 to 10 points. Fionn O'Sullivan can't control it. Joe Errett did. He started the last move. This side of the field, been forced out, is Rory Hannafy. He gets his shot in. Phelan is under this one. So also was the goal scorer, the first one, Dylan Hayden. Hayden tries to win the ball. Grabbed by Paul Cuddy. Cuddy away on the run. 2-9 to 10 points. 5 between the sides. Birr now hurling like champions. Can Castletown come back at them? Midfielder Barry Whelan looks at the post, drills it in for Johnny. Johnny wins the ball. Tackle, hand pass it across. Hannafy couldn't control it. Put out by Pat Maloney. Jumping for the ball was Brian Ferns. Shot from Dylan Hayden, but to the right and wide. Robert Delaney warming up on the sideline. James Hooven warming up. Where will Robbie come in for the Castletown men? They need an injection again. They've hurled so well, but those 2 goals have put them into our ears. Birr are champions, All-Ireland champions, hurling like champions now. We said they'd come back, they certainly have. Barry Whelan down along the sideline. Gary Hannafy keeping it in play. Running on to it, Brian Ferns. Ferns strikes it. Patrick Phelan tries to get a touch to it. Cut away by the also by Joe Erity. Barry Wheelahan having a tremendous game now in the middle of the field. Away he goes on a run. Still Barry Wheelahan. What a run. David Cuddy's in pursuit. Still Barry Wheelahan. Hand pass across to Hannafy. Hannafy strikes it. It's over the bar. Gary Hannafy. 20 minutes gone. But what a run by Barry Whelan, all into the field. Pat Maloney is off. Tremendous first half, just caught for that goal. Ball not bouncing his way, and Robbie Delaney's in. .21 minutes gone. Paul Cuddy with the free. Drives it in. Chance here, ends up taken off the line by Brian Mullins. Mullins the ball, look, chance still there for Castletown, trying to force the ball through. Now it's another shot, a goal! A goal for Castletown, and they're right back in the game. Fionn O'Sullivan was it applying, or Seamus Lyons applying the finishing touches. Seamus Lyons getting the goal, and there's only a goal between the sides. .22 minutes gone in the second half, and there's just a goal between the sides. 2 goals and 10 points for Birr, 1 goal and 10 for Castletown. Castletown leading all the way until the 13th minute of the game. Back come Birr and got 2 goals in the 15th and 17th minute. They're putting on the pressure again. They went into a 5-point lead, but a chance for Birr. Ball whipped in and whipped to the right and wide. But a goal in the 15th minute by substitute Dylan Hayden, putting him into the lead for the first time, won 9 to 10 points. 2 minutes after a goal from Paul Malloy. Johnny Pilgrim setting up both goals. This time was a flick onto Malloy. Malloy took it on the run, crashed it in the back of the net. 9 to 10 points, and then a point from Gary Hannafy. But just before you joined us, a goal for Castletown, forcing the ball in, and Seamus Lyons was there after sustained pressure to get it to the back of the net. So with 22 minutes gone in the second half, in a superb Leinster Club Hurling Championship game, Birr lead 2-10, Castletown 1-10. A goal between the sides, 1-10 to 2-10. Seamus Lyons finishing off that one after all sustained pressure inside in the square. Can they get it back again? Birr the champions lead. The ball across the far side. It's taken by Rory Hannafy. Hannafy hand passes the ball forward. Down to full forward. Declan Pilkinen came on as a sub. Down to Johnny. Johnny in the ball in the board goals. Tips the ball one-handed on the ground. Back covering is Tom Phelan. Phelan takes it. Has it in his hand now. Superb play by the full-back. What a defender he is. Tackled from everywhere. Hand passes the ball forward. Tipped on by Paul Cuddy. He falls to the ground. Back there again is Declan Pilkinen. Pilkinen trying to force his way forward. Barry Hannafy. Barry Wheelahan is there. Wheelahan on the run now. He hand passes it again inside to Johnny. Johnny way blocked. Takes a heavy tackle. Tom Phelan is down injured. Still hiding under pressure. The ball comes to the goal scorer Dylan Hayden. He's bottled up and fouled in the free in. Castletown were claiming their man was down injured, but the referee allowed play to go on. And now referee calling one of the Castletown men out. It's the cornerback, it's Martin Phelan. I'm going to have a word with him for something he said, but he was appealing his brother Tom down injured on the ground. James Hooman coming on. Ty Dooley coming on. 2 Castletown subs. Castletown trying to add punch to their attack. James Hooman coming in, who will be going off. That Pat Phelan is coming off. Little James Hoban goes in. Owen Dooley is off. And Ty Dooley in. "25 minutes gone in the second half. 3 between the sides, but a free to Birr when play will resume." Birr with a chance, corner forward. Simon Whelan with a free 20 metres out as play is resumed after a long break. He's to put the Birman 4 points up. He drives it in, drives it over the bar. And Birr will lead by 4 points. 2 goals and 11 to 1 goal in play. At the moment, Birr 2-11. Castletown 1-3. Can Castletown come back? Cyril Cuddy on the run and going forward. Still Cyril Cuddy took a few steps too many but got away with it. But the ball taken by Brian Whelan. Whelan turning, twisting with the ball. Gets the shot in across the far side. Ball broken down. There is Declan Pilkinen. Podgy Cuddy comes off his hurl. Comes across to John Palmer. He didn't go to the mud. Determined enough for it. Gary Whelan did. Comes away with the ball. Taken by Paul Cuddy. Gives it to Gary Hannafy. Hannafy down. Is taken by the cornerback. And that's Martin Phelan. Full of determination, Martin. The ball cut out the field again. Birr win it back. Time is ticking away. 29 minutes gone with a 3 or 4 minutes of injury time as well. Paul Cuddy got a hurl to that time. Pulled on the ground the far side. Declan Pilkinen, Johnny Pilkinen, John O'Sullivan wins it, and wins it a free out as well. The free to Castletown. Surely loved this one in around the square. Hope for a goal, hope for something from it. Deep in his own half, between the 45 and 65 metre line. Drives it in. It dropped a little bit short. Brian Whelan is back there. Joe Eardy cut down over his hands. Castletown over the goal again. The ball now to Cyril Cuddy. Cuddy forced it way forward. The shot from Cyril. Over the bar from Cyril Cuddy. Cyril Cuddy puts it over the bar. A goal between the sides again. 2-11 to 1-11. Cyril Cuddy free, follow on with Simon Whelan. There's a goal between the sides. Can Castletown get that goal? There's 30 minutes played in the second half. The ball near the sideline ball to Castletown. 2-11, 1-11. Sideline cut. Up along the field. Castletown must keep the pressure on. But away out to defence comes cornerback Gary Cahill. Across the far side, Cyril Cuddy tries to break it down. The ball comes back to Brian Ferns. Ferns wins the ball, drills it inside. Little James Hoban going in after. The ball falls to Hoban. The chance was there, but it's cut away. Gary Cahill again. Hoban breaks it down, and then the ball, a hard pull on Seamus Lyons, and the free in. The free in is to Castletown. 2-11 to 1-11. .31 minutes gone. The free for Castletown, edging in a little bit every time. Seamus Lyons. 31 and a half minutes gone. Will he be content with the point? Will he try and blast it low? There's still a couple of minutes of injury time to be played. Anxious times and nervous times for the young man. Rises the ball, strikes it over the bar. 2 points between the sides. Castletown still hoping for something out of this one. They trail by 2. Referee telling the Birr man to puck the ball out. With a few minutes of time to be played yet. quite an amount of injury time, particularly for the injury to Tom Phelan, way down the far end of the field. John O'Sullivan is there, he's on his knees, the ball behind him, it's tipped away from him. Paul Malloy gives it back outside, hardly see the number on the jersey of Simon Wheelahan, goes for a score but drops short. John Lyons drives it out the field, one last chance for Castletown. The ball breaks down, John Palmer tips it ahead, James Hoban was out to it, beaten for the pull. Joe Erin is there, bottled up from all sides, the ball knocked away from him, knocked to ground. Cyril Cuddy is there, Seamus Lyons takes it on the run and going forward. Seamus Lyons, his shot blocked down. Joe Erity drills it down the field. Paul Cuddy's back there, Cuddy rises it, goes by Hannafy, now up along the far side of the field over Fionnán O'Sullivan. Fionnán O'Sullivan tries to win the ball falls away. James Hoban is in there, but the ball is taken by Barry Wheelahan down the field, a long ball down. Declan Picken wins it on the run. Phelan goes back to close him down, the ball across, Lyons takes it, drops the ball, back and retrieves it, bursts his way out, still going forward, tips it outside for Martin Phelan. Martin gets a shot in after it again he goes, taken back by Johnny Pilkington. Gary Hannafy, his way blocked, gets the shot inside. Robbie Delaney trying to force him down. The shot from Dylan Hayden to the right and wide, I would have thought. From this position the ball was wide, but it's over the bar. Dylan Hayden, could that be the insurance point? 2 goals in 12 to 1 goal in 12. 34 minutes played in this second half. A goal between the sides. 2-12 to 1-12. Sub in is Joe Delaney. Joe Delaney's in. We haven't seen anybody going off, but a free given from the centre of the field. The referee stopping to watch, telling them to take the puck out again. Nobody had gone off for Castletown. Oh, it's Fionnán O'Sullivan. Joe Delaney in for Fionnán O'Sullivan. Fionnán not happy had been taken off. Tells the mentors that on the sideline. Thought he might have got a vital score before the game is over. The ball across the far side. There's John O'Sullivan, their brother. Can he rally his men? Strikes it on the run. In towards David Cuddy. The hand goes up. John Palmer falls at his feet. Kicks the ball. Palmer in there again. The ball knocked away. Taken by Simon Wheelahan. Back defending Simon Wheelahan. Can there be much time left? 35 minutes and 17 seconds played. Referee blows the final whistle. Heartache for Castletown. They gave it one almighty shot. Let there be no mistaking that. They gave it their very, very best. Missed a number of crucial scores in the second half. Hit 3 wides in a row in the 9th and 12th minute in particular. But what a game of hurling set up by both teams today. Birr, the defending Leinster and All-Ireland champions, showing why they're champions, getting the 2 goals in the 15 and 17 minutes, and those 2 goals proved crucial. Birr winning at O'Moore Park. Birr 2-12, Castletown 1-12.